Well, I don't know what that was about.
Or you're a quitter, yo.
I must have hit something, apparently. Anyway, anyway,
Just a quitter.
I guess I am. Some more levers. Visceral Games general manager Steve Papuzzi. It's such a funny name. I'm sorry, I shouldn't make fun of people's names. He's left EA, and apparently they were not pleased with the direction of Battlefield Hardline and the Dead Space series. He's actually in charge of a lot of franchises, but EA denies it has anything to do with Hardline. They say they're going to continue to support the game, and there's no problem there. Okay.
Until they say, sorry guys, not making enough money, we're dropping it like we did Dunkate.
Yeah. EA never does that, Obi. I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, Janelle.
Okay.
Janelle.
Yes.
Are you still loving the Hardline?
Um. Actually, no, I had to uninstall it because
Damn.
no, it's not because I don't like the game. I do like the game. It's because I suck and I don't have another strat cable, to plug into my other hard drive, so I don't have the space for it. So I had to delete it so I could add Grand Theft Auto 5. Story of my life right now. Don't have space. I have to keep uninstalling games and shit.
It's musical chairs, I tell you.
Yeah, but it was good. I don't know. I kind of feel like I didn't love it as like I loved it more in the beta than I do now. I don't know, but I'm gonna keep playing it and see where I go. Like I'm gonna give it a couple second chances, and then we'll see.
Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Well, here's another game that may be dead or dying. Silent Hills. A few months ago, everybody was just completely losing it over this thing called PT, which was like basically a really extravagant demo, a technical demo for the new Silent Hill game. And yeah, we talked about how Kojima departed from Konami, and now Guillermo del Toro, who was supposed to be executive producer, director slash producer, confirmed that he was moving on from the project, and he can't let it slip out that the project is dead. So yeah, Konami has not confirmed this. I have not seen any confirmations from any like worthwhile news sources. No press release, nothing. So if anyone says it's a definite, check the source. But it's pretty safe to assume that it's more than likely dead. Because they did say, what Konami did say is that the PT teaser slash demo is not going to be the game's framework, but they're gonna continue production, using a new framework and whatever. I guess they're heading in a new direction, to say. And they also mentioned that their contract with Norman Reedus, aka Daryl Dixon from The Walking Dead, has expired. So I don't know if they have to cut new
Really?
voice tracks. That's gonna be weird. So at
That'd be
some
really
point,
weird.
if and when this game releases, there's gonna be parts where it's gonna be all just text. It's gonna go from like voice all of a sudden to like text. You're gonna be like, the fuck? Why is it text all of a sudden? Like, this is like so like 1995, you know? You see the text comes up on the screen and then it makes a lot of as it goes across the screen. Like Animal Crossing? No, nobody. Okay, moving on. Oh, Norman Reedus did say that he's very disappointed about it. He actually joined a lot of the gamers that were disappointed about the news. So he's all about the fans, and he was actually very attached to the project.
Buddy was moved to your channel.
Oh, Buddy was moved to our channel. Oh,
What?
yeah. I have the TeamSpeak notifications on. So when you move someone to the channel, I hear it in the Duke Nukem voice, which I'm not even going to attempt to do.
Oh. Okay.
But yeah, we might as well talk about it. Well, there's people joining the chat,
Mm-hmm.
the live
It
chat
is.
room.
It's time, Yogi.
Okay.
It's time, stream. It's time for Geeks Engaged. Ooh. Welcome to.
What was that?
This show is all about you guys. Derp, derp, derp. Yes, it's all about you, our fellow geeks, our followers. Join the conversation live. With us today so far, we have Fatal Blades and none other than Lord Rakdos. What's up, guys? Yes?
Hi.
Hey, Fatal.
Wow. Anyway.
What the heck?
Edge of your seat entertainment right there.
Oh, man.
Like, grade A, you guys. Grade A. But, guys, if you guys want to join us, you guys can join us on our TeamSpeak. You guys can come on there. Please use headphones, guys, because we don't really want to hear a whole bunch of people, and push to talk would be nice unless you know what you're doing. But, Yogi, do we have any questions on ask.fm or an email?
I didn't even check for today. I was going to, but we got so much stuff to talk about. Listen, we'll keep it moving. But do keep those questions coming on ask.fm. I think Obi's on there finally as Obi1X2. I'm on there as YogiZilla. If we're Facebook friends or Twitter friends, it should add me automatically. Just do this little search feature. It's a little weird of an interface, but it's fun. We can ask each other questions, answer each other's questions, and there's questions of the day. I mean, maybe we'll come back to it. We'll see how we do on timing. But
okay. Guys, if you can't join us live, the best way to let's keep the conversation going. But the best way to send us some keep in conversation with us anyway. You guys can send us some tweets at Obi1X2, at YogiZilla, at Janelle_No5, at Geeky Antics as well. So you guys check that out and send us some tweets. As always, the best way to experience all our shenanigans on HorsePLAY Live is via our main live chat hub on channels Geeky Antics on Twitch.
word.
Yes, I think I got that right. You guys can join the gang, of course, as well by going to our official HQ, geekyantics.net, where you guys can comment, share, and just join us on the forums. We really like to see what awesome geeks think. And we're going to have, we got some latest content coming up here. Or, I know of some coming up. But do we have any new that's posted already?
A bunch of stuff. For the next couple of weeks especially, there's going to be a nice little spike in steady content because we have more contributors. I know Lord Rakdos is contributing poems and short stories. Strizix is doing the pseudo-gen kind of competitive scene coverage of CS:GO. I'm doing a little unofficial countdown to the Heroes of the Storm full release. So we got a guide, another guide and preview / wish list for the release date of June 2nd, 2015. So we're gonna prepare for that. A lot of stuff. So
I might be doing some game reviews.
yes, game reviews. Game reviews are coming. Because Lord Rakdos won a bunch of awesome games and can review them. And a lot of them are indie games, too, that people probably haven't heard of, but they're really good. So.
Nice. And I know for a fact that Pseudogen, we're actually going to be posting something. It should be tonight, hopefully. But we're going to have some stuff. We're actually going into gold tournaments. We couldn't stay in silver. So...
You got too good.
We got too good for silver, so we're into gold now. So, guys, follow us. Give us a shout-out. Give us some love. Would be very much appreciated. But last but not least, guys, please voicemail us at 206-415-4987. Keep in mind that it is U.S. based, so unless you want all those charges, you can tweet us, and there's a lot of stuff to get a hold of us. Don't forget, we will play and respond to your messages live. If you guys are shy, you guys can email us, mail at geekyantics.net, YogiZilla, Obi1X2, just put our names in front of it at geekyantics.net. It'll go right to us. So, let's get moving right along, I guess. I'm losing words very fast right now.
Words.
But we're going to get right into it. Man crushes and Geek Girls segment, guys. I know I do a little crazy little voice there, but my voice hurts right now and I have to save it. So this is where we shave This is where we share our favorite man crushes or geek girls of the week. If you guys want to be a guest or suggest your favorite man crushes or geek girls of your own, please contact us via Twitter, allgames.com, or the official gang website. We'd love to hang out with you. Let's share, for now, our personal geeks of the week. YogiZilla, who is your geek of the week, sir?
Mine is an easy one. Our old friend who's back from vacation, who we missed so much, who everyone was asking about all the time. Janelle No 5. We love you. I know it's going to be a little awkward, but I know the struggle is real. You've hit
Buddy was moved to your channel.
some tough times. I want you to know that the community has your back. Make sure you go to her channel. Janelle No 5. That's no, like the word no, like hell no, you ain't getting none of this. Janelle No 5. Jan as in Nancy, EL No 5, number 5. You know, it's on twitch.tv/Janelle No 5. Give her a visit. Even if you just hang out for a little bit, say hello, you know. I recommend using the dance emote. It was the best one there because you get Kirby to shake his thing. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom.
That's like your favorite command to use ever in my chat. It's just...
I love it. Pum, pum, pum. Pum, pum, pum.
Gamer made that like the first day I started streaming. It was hilarious. And I've still had it, so glad you like it, Yogi.
I do. I take advantage of it quite often. It makes me happy.
Janelle?
No, you go first.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, OB. Just go.
I have to look something up first. That's the thing.
What?
Yeah, I didn't do my homework this week.
Okay.
How about you, Fatal Blades?
For this week, I'm gonna say, I don't know. There's so many good ones. I've been watching a lot of Twitch. I'm gonna say Morgana Freya.
User was moved to your channel.
Like Miss Skyrim, she's been playing a ton of Skyrim and modding it out. It's actually pretty cool. So I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go Morgana Freya.
Okay. Now, the next person, Morgana Freya. Have you noticed anybody in your chat, any other streamers, anybody just that you just have stood out to you that you'd like to shout out for a Geek of the Week?
I think I would probably shout out, probably Kayaks, just because he helped do some of my artwork for my stream, which was very helpful. So I'm gonna shout out him.
Okay. Lord Rakdos.
I haven't been in keeping up with Twitch too much. Just been hanging out and gaming with some people.
Some people.
So, but with that, I'd have to say Fatal Blades. For being a generally cool person.
Woo woo.
All right, Maiden.
I don't know. I've been watching someone named Mr. Slapbox, and I don't know. He's been like pounding on League, and just I don't know. I like him personally, but he's been I don't know. He's been crazy this past few weeks.
Cool.
Legit.
Janelle.
I'm gonna say this new person who came into my stream, and he plays Cisco, Arma, and DayZ. I think he streams. He was streaming a lot before. He has like 20,000 followers, but then he fell out because he had a bunch of stuff to do. So he's been out of the Twitch scene for a while, and he's just making his way back into Twitch again. So trying to help him out because he lost a bunch of his followers and stuff. But yeah, he is Hey It's Me Salty on Twitch. I can put it on the thing, but it's twitch.tv/Hey It's Me Salty.
Nice.
So yeah.
I'm going to give shout outs to one of my teammates, basically Stryzix. Everybody knows him pretty much. If you guys want to go check out his YouTube page, he's doing a lot of the stuff that we're doing, such as like with our practices and even when we're jacking around and messing around. So big shout outs to him and his YouTube page. Give him a like, give him a love. But please, okay, Yogi's like changing shit so that I automatically look at that. And so instead of going, I gotta move forward, I can't. He's changing. Okay, anyway.
I just.
Quickie. Double quickie. Welcome, guys. First Box 1 impressions and console analysis. This is Yogi's baby because I don't even have one. Yogi, take it away.
I don't know. Do you guys want to hear what I feel about the Xbox One? Like, everybody in the chat right now, anybody
I mean, this
interested?
Xbox none.
That's called married life. It's fun, but then you're like, damn, why'd I pay so much money for this? Oh, damn. I'm kidding. Obi's like, I'm not gonna touch this one. Can my wife's playing in here? I'm kidding, folks. The pun.
What?
Obi, you missed my pun.
No, I didn't.
I was
laughing too hard.
I was being punny. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's just be really quick impressions. So I'm really enjoying the system. Like I mentioned last week when I got it, I can see why people don't like the downloading thing. But, you know, you got to be smart about it. Queue a bunch of things up to download. Walk away and do something else.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you want an instant gratification type thing, then it can be rough. But, like, here's the thing, though. The people that are complaining about the downloads are the same people that stick to digital. I got a few disc-based games. Guess what? I pop it in. It had, like, maybe a 180 megabyte update to the game, a small patch, and I'm in right away. That's not a big deal. Even with crap internet, you can download that pretty fast. So,
Even with my internet.
see? Your internet's pretty good, though, compared to most.
It's alright. For country internet.
Oh, my goodness.
What's your internet?
I think it's 30 down, 5 up. But, you know, you always pay for what you think you're going to get, and then you never get it, actually.
Yeah.
So I get like 3.5 up sometimes. It's balls.
She is right.
What the
'Cause I got
fuck?
60
I
dice.
get like
I'm
5
60
down.
I'm 66. 60 up or 60 down and 6 up. And that's like low.
Yeah, see, like, no. This is the maximum I can get in the country. Like, that's the best internet that I could possibly get here.
I can get better. I can still get better. I still have 2 more packages higher than what I have right now. I just don't
Yeah,
have
but
the
do
money
you
to pay
live
for
close to a city or something?
it. No, it's just the area that where I'm in.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my area sucks.
Okay, anyway, Yogi, any more about your bone bomb one?
Well, you know, we have a lot of PS4 people in here.
Yes, we do.
This
Would you
is
like to talk about your Xbox anymore?
Now, listen, this is Xbox One first impressions and console analysis.
Mhm.
So I'm going to
It
just
is.
say real quick, from
Be
what I've
nice.
seen on the Xbox One and PS4, you can skip it right now, both of them. There's nothing really compelling to upgrade right now. I still stick by that. Am I enjoying it? Yeah. But I still find myself going back to the PC gaming. You know?
PC Master Race, baby. What did we talk about on Sunday?
We talked about PC versus consoles, you know?
PC Master Race. That's just how it is.
I mean, you know, I'm really enjoying the Xbox, but it comes down to, like, where your friends at. You know, I feel like this, I don't know, it may just be in my head, but I feel like this console generation is taking a long time to really rev up and build up that library. And not having the backwards compatibility really hurt it. It's, like, in a deeper trench. So I think it might be another year or so before we really see it gain some traction. And then by then, it's already halfway through its life, right?
Right.
But the one thing I will say is that this holiday season, you know, December 2015 is going to be huge. There's a lot of things lined up. And one of the games I'm excited about is Battleborn. and I think that's only coming to the consoles. And Battleborn's they don't call it a MOBA, but it's a hero battle arena game with FPS kind of things going on. It's a MOBA. It's like now people are trying to be hip. It's like no, it's not a MOBA. It's not like that League of Legends game. This is different. It's like it's a MOBA, but you just change some of the mechanics up. It's like gigantic. Oh, we're not a MOBA. We're a hero brawler. But that's what a MOBA is. But whatever. They're too good to say that they're a MOBA. Because League of Legends tainted that. It's like, that community is toxic. I don't want to have that herpes. So I'm not going to say I'm part of that, you know? But anyway. I did play, and everybody's telling me, like, but you can't play Bloodborne. It's like, who cares? One game is not a system seller. And you know what? I was playing Dark Souls 2, and I was really enjoying it. And I didn't feel a void. Because I got to die repeatedly on Dark Souls 2. Hate my life, but I kept playing it. That's pretty much my life in general. But, you know, I kept doing it. I just keep walking around and getting slapped around and beat up by giant creatures and skeletons and zombies. And it's fun. You know, I've heard from a bunch of people, and I was looking into this. I forgot completely about the fact that Capcom has gone like semi-exclusive with the PS4. So like now the Street Fighters and Marvel versus Capcom type things are not gonna come to the Xbox, but it still has some games that are multi-platform. So yeah, you know what? After the way they handled Street Fighter and Marvel versus Street Fighter 4 and Marvel versus Capcom 3, the original launches of that, it was terrible. And then they kept releasing new versions of it, better versions of it, for the same price or cheaper. Like, wait, I bought this day one, then a month later you come out with a better version for cheaper. That's a slap in the face. And they kept doing it repeatedly. There's like 100 versions of freaking Street Fighter 4 now. Fuck that. Freaking ultra freaking super duper mega limited edition Street Fighter 4 Alpha Collection EX Plus. The fuck? Anyway, there's also lots of free content on the Xbox One. I'm quite liking that. They're finally realizing that, so they gotta give stuff away. So like Happy Wars supposedly got accidentally released on Xbox One earlier than it was supposed to. So people were telling me, oh, you don't get your character transfer over. Well, I must be in the minority then, because they transferred all my stuff over from my 360 characters, and I had a lot of cool gear in that game. So I'm happy. And then at the moment I launched it, I got a shit ton of freaking achievements and like free gold and loot drops, and I was like, yes! So that's pretty cool. But it's kind of broken because I guess they weren't ready for the release. It really was an accident, and it's hard to like the matchmaking is kind of brutal. You know, it takes a while to find people to play with, and then hope that they don't dodge the queue, because then that makes it take longer. I'm playing Plants vs. Zombies. That's awesome. I'm in the Smite beta, thanks to our friends on the West Radio Show. They hooked me up with that, so I got it to Smite beta on Xbox One, and it plays really well. I'm actually very surprised. I could actually switch between the PC and the Xbox One version and enjoy both equally. Using the gamepad, it's interesting. Like, you have to get used to the controls, but once you do, it's actually pretty awesome, pretty fluid. Killer Instinct. A lot of people are saying this game was terrible and Mortal Kombat X is better, but actually the combo system in here is sick. I finally got to play it, like really play it, like not on someone else's console or watching someone play it. Like really play it myself, really get into it and play the story mode. I'm like, damn, it's legit. There's a lot of other games that I'm playing too. Neverwinter's on the Xbox One and Warframe. But we'll come back to it. I don't want to bore you guys. Anyway, Obi, take it away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, your turn.
If you guys have any thoughts of anything that he said about the Xbox, if you guys have anything else, you guys can email him at yogizilla@geekyantics.net, or send him a voicemail 206-415-4987, and we'll respond next show. Okay. So, for now, we're gonna start out with get into the shout outs and love. Yogi, what is our rank last week on allgames.com charts, sir?
So it went slightly down from number 9 to 11, but we're still at the top, yo. We start at the bottom, now we here. I'm about to keep that up.
Don't forget. Don't forget, guys, to help us around 5 o'clock on Thursdays Eastern Time. Go to allgames.com and give us about 5 minutes of your time. We can do this, guys. We do want to climb further than the top 10. Now, we've gone over the top 10 now, so let's get back under there. Let's get to the top 5 as fast as we possibly can. All we need is about 5 minutes of your time. You don't even have to pay attention. You can just turn us on for 10 minutes and leave us alone. Go do something else. You can mute us if you want. I don't care. So, Yogi, let them know a little bit about a message from our sponsors.
So I just want to say real quick, so we keep things moving along. Shiny Prints, shinyprints.com. If you know any photographers or artists, which pretty much everybody knows someone, man, I've talked to a few people that say, oh, I have a cousin or an aunt or uncle or a brother that does wedding photography or blah, blah, blah. Hey, get them in touch with us because we might be able to set something up where they can make more money and help our great sponsor, shinyprints.com, get out to more people. It's a win-win situation, you know? Wouldn't it be nice to offer your customers prints that are durable and look better and look more professional? It's something that'll be happy to and proud to hang up and not have to worry about buying a frame. I mean, frames are ridiculous. I was looking at a frame for a poster I have. You know, let's say you paid $20 for a custom-made print from an artist, and they're hooking you. And that's the hookup price, you know. Commission work costs a lot more than that. But you get you spend like 20, let's say $40 for a piece of art, and then you go for a frame, and it's like, oh, a frame starting at only $80. Like, what the fuck? I'm just putting this a frame. What? ShinyPrints.com, you don't have to worry about the frame because it's got everything you need, including the mount right there. Boom, done. So go to ShinyPrints.com, yo. And all our sponsors can be found at geekyantsys.net/sponsors. And that's it, yo. Check it out, for real. It'll make them happy, it'll make us happy. Oh, there's some smile spam going on in here. What? What is even going on? Oh my! Oh, there's Jesse Cox.
Morgan, you're sub to Tim too. Yay! High five.
Tell me we can't spam in
yeah,
here. I
Tim
can
is
do whatever
awesome.
I want. Guys, it's time. Since Yogi just got like blasted with spam in chat because of me, that's awesome. We're going to continue on with our feature. Now, we've been talking about, first of all, does any of our guests have to leave? You guys have to take off or anything? You guys all good?
I'm good.
Everyone, good job.
I'm going for like a half hour.
All right, so yeah, just take off when you can. Feature, guys, we're going to continue this. How to win at HOTS as a scrub, part 3. The final chapter. No, we're not going to, okay. We're on a HOTS kick, guys, and we have been for the last, I don't know, couple months maybe, more than others, some more than, but we have some quick tips of, you know, what you can do in HOTS as well as any other basically PvP or MOBA game. So a lot of times we mentioned before that people like they overcomplicate the matter. They don't get back to basics. They don't, you know, click move. They don't know how, or they just don't know how to play in general. Because they've done a first-person shooter, or they play League of Legends so long that Heroes of the Storm is retarded or something to them. I've seen it. We've all seen it. So we're gonna get back into the discussion. Previously, we've talked about you know, sieging a lane, objectives, getting those objectives at all costs, conserving. Traditional play with soaking lanes, whatnot, trying to get your team to level 10 as fast as possible. Floating assassins, such as Zerotol Nova, which I just bought Zerotol, and he's fucking awesome. But sticking back to the basics, getting back to where, you know, the starter heroes, picking one of those starter heroes and just getting good with it. So, but we're going to get right back into team comps. You're looking at me like I'm crazy, yo.
No,
You okay? Okay. Okay.
No.
Team comps are not the end all.
The chat's really like crazy right now.
Yeah, chat's blowing up right now, and I'm trying to read at the same time as it's actually scrolling by. But
well, first of all, I want to backtrack because a lot of folks that
Okay.
are in this, I know Rakdos plays, Morgana plays, Janelle. We tried to get her to play beforehand, but she was being a scrub. Not enough love for us, but it's okay. We'll change that. Fatal plays. Maiden, I don't think plays, but in general, with MOBAs, there's always this mentality that this is how you build the character. This is the proper team composition. This is the lane assignments. And people are coming into Heroes of the Storm with they're used to this really stale meta, this really stringent style of playing, this lack of creativity, and this fear. Sometimes it's just simply a fear to experiment because people who experiment get BM'd. They're like, hey, you don't use that item on that character. Team Solo Mid says you shouldn't do that. Oh, Mobile Fire says you shouldn't do that. Like, who cares? It works for me. It works for my playstyle. I'm effective with it. I feel comfortable with it. Who cares? But you're missing out on .0002 DPS. Who cares? So Heroes of the Storm is already positioning to get rid of that cookie cutter mentality. But you still have the people coming in that are like, all right, we need one warrior, we need 2 assassins, 1 support, and 1 specialist. That's it. No deviation from that. And I actually beg to differ. I actually wrote a whole blog post about it. I've posted throughout the forums for the beta feedback. And because it's going public soon, so I want to make sure that they get constructive feedback. Because so much on the forums is just people going, "Oh, matchmaking sucks. I keep getting paired with people that are much better than me. Oh, I keep getting paired with noobs." I'm like, so I always ask people like, "Oh, what's your rank in League of Legends?" And when they ask them, like, "Yeah, I knew you're a League of Legends player because you're so salty." Like people from League of Legends and other MOBAs, they externalize their losses. They're like, "Oh, I lost because my team sucks." Oh, I was playing like a pro. I'm a boss, but my team sucks. Like, no, you probably are the problem because you're probably spending so much time BMing that you didn't actually play the game. But anyway, so yes, there's a whole thing. They have a blog post they did on Battle.net back April 3rd, which actually breaks down once and for all the statistics supporting the variety of team comps and showing what the win rates are. Dual support, viable. Single support, viable. And they both have high success rates. The surprise, though, there's a lot of the other numbers they have, but the surprise is that warriors are actually not as useful as people think. Why is that? Because, yes, it's great to have a tank, someone that can initiate, or a bruiser, someone that can do sustained damage and, soak the damage, soak the damage coming from an enemy. Here's the problem, though. You get a warrior in an MMO or a MOBA that, thinks he's invincible, and he starts a fight with, and then, this is what happens so many times. He's like, hey, where were you guys? I started a fight and no one came to help. Dude, we were all the way across on the other side of the map, and you jumped in on a 5v1. Of course we didn't get there in time. You died before we got there. No,
Every Diablo player for the last week.
Yes. You had one job, and you couldn't do it. So there's actually a finesse to playing warriors. Probably...
Yeah, you can't be like me, guys. Only I can play like me. Seriously, I swear to God. All right? You guys all know how I am on warriors. Like, if I get on, Illidan, let's set Melee, or if I get on Diablo. Somebody tried to copy me. You can't copy me. Stop. And I'm saying to the last Diablo I played against, Mr. FOOTERSLIDE, Foot Slide, or whatever his name, Footer Slide. Yeah, don't ever play Diablo again, sir. Play something else. Anyway, that's my rant. There you go. Good job.
No, I know you go in YOLO swag, but since we play with each other, we know what to expect. So we know wherever Obi's going, just follow him.
Follow.
He's pushing to something.
I will make the play, okay?
He
Just
sees.
be ready to follow me.
He sees a cat with a bushy tail. He starts chasing after it. A squirrel. Why not? Let's go. Just follow him. And it's a little Obi train. The Obi train is coming into town.
Yeah, but guys, I do know when to. If you play as a warrior, you gotta know when to back the fuck off. I mean, you gotta look at your team. If your team's all behind you and it's 5v2, why the fuck not? Okay, sure. But you gotta be prepared. They're gonna close on you. They're gonna do a whole bunch of other things to get you off your game too. Okay, I'm done now. Sorry.
But yeah, if you want to look at the actual hard stats, we have them up on the blog at geekyantics.net/blog, and we posted the link. Did you post it in the chat for those listening live?
I did.
Okay.
The US Battle.net Heroes blog?
Yes. So yeah, just look up, Battle.net, you look up the Heroes of the Storm blog. It's their April 3rd post. It's very clear. Conversations conversations around the community matchmaking. It's very simple. And it's just funny because, the thing is, the way this game is by design, every hero is viable. Every comp is viable. But what you have to do is think about what your hero and your team has in their toolbox and play accordingly. So if you have heavy siege damage, push lanes, destroy buildings. If you have high DPS, have highly focused damage and take out people one by one, and they won't have time to respond because you'll out damage them. It's just like you don't use a banana to hammer a nail. I mean, you could, but it's probably not the best tool for the job. Use a real hammer. It's a simple logic, but I guess common sense is not the common. I don't know what does everybody else think about the team comps? Do you feel like do you externalize like a loss and say, oh, it's because our team comp was whack, or we don't have strong heroes, they picked bad heroes?
Not really. Like, normally, what I'll do mid-game, if I see the comp is a little wacky, like we've got 3 assassins and no support, I'll be like, alright, assassins group up and essentially just roll across the map killing people. I'll try to help everyone before they get salty.
Yeah. Beto?
Well, I think that I don't really blame a team comp for if I'm losing. I do think there is a place for team comp. I think it definitely does have some sort of effect. Like, I looked at the numbers, and it says that with no warrior, 1 warrior, you're still looking at about 50% win rate. And a while back, quite a while back, when Heroes of the Storm was first going in, they said that they wanted the average win rate to be about 50%, and the better players will excel.
Mm-hmm.
I think that team comp's not everything. By all means, we've worked around funky team comps. Up to and including all specialists, all supports, all assassins.
All specialists works.
Yeah. But there is something to be said for team composition and pick counter pick. Like, if you put an entire melee team to an entire range team, honestly, most of the time I'm going to give that to the melee team. They put out more damage, have more maneuverability. It just depends. Like, I think there's times you do have to worry about who you're picking into. If you see there's 2 or 3 assassins on the other side and your side has no crowd control, you're going to be in trouble. You can't stun that damage. You can't peel that damage, and it's going to melt you a lot quicker than you think.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just feel like, with quick match, if you're in quick match queue, and that's where you tend to see a lot of the really zany team compositions, because, people have to realize it's a limited player pool.
Pick. It's just like blind pick, dude.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, people have to realize it's a limited player pool while it's in closed beta. That's gonna change soon. Would you rather wait 20, 30 minutes to get in a match, or get the best possible, the closest fit? It doesn't have to be an exact fit. But that's the thing, people just get so mad about a team composition, and then they give up preemptively. It's like, oh, we have an Abathur, GG, we lost.
But the one thing that I think they need to change, that would probably make everything better, is if we can get into a comp, like if we do a quick match and they put you in a lobby, and then you can kind of pick your team comp there. Because a lot of problems that I've seen, and yes, you can go out without and having, 2 supports, two ranged and no melee, or 1 melee, just not a tank, and you can still win that game. Just depends on how your team goes. But there needs to be something to put in there from Blizzard, from Heroes, from whoever is doing it actually, but just to say that we can actually see, because what you do is when you queue up for a quick match, you pick your champion or your hero, and then you queue up. So it's already preset. So it's like if we could actually see what the rest of our team is picking before we have to lock in, it's kind of, that would actually help in my eyes.
I mean, they have that for Hero League.
Yeah,
so
I'm saying if you don't want to go play Hero League, though. You know what I mean? They should be.
Well, then you'd have to already be matched into a team.
But I'm saying, when you join the queue, you join into a queue, and then basically the queue takes you to a lobby. Okay, so where you can actually look. If it's totally blind pick, then yeah, that's fine. That's all good. But then you're having all these. They could alleviate a lot of the bitching from people saying, "Well, we don't have a tank, or we don't have any healers, or we don't have any of this." Yes, it possibly could make it to where people are only relying on team comp. But try it out. See what happens. I mean,
I think they avoided it specifically for a reason, because just for the time where I've played Hero League, it feels like in that lobby there can be a lot of toxicity that starts before the match even begins. Like, people will start getting hell-bent on comp. In a match earlier, we had someone who's like, oh, last person picking, you have to be the tank. And it's like, why do they gotta be the tank? Like, we had two very tanky specialists. We had an Asmodan and the Beetle.
Ragnarok.
Yeah, Anubarak. I'm pretty sure he's a melee warrior.
And he's a melee warrior, but I mean, he was already
around level 15.
And they're like, we gotta have a tank. Why?
Hell, level 10, Rubnar can start tanking.
Yeah. And that's the thing, too, like, warriors are not always tanky. Sometimes they are bruisers. Sometimes they specialize in displacement, CC. So there's lots of different roles.
What we're trying to say, though, is that you don't have to have a tank on the team, because there are several, I want to say at least a third of the heroes that get tankier just because of the level. I mean, if that's how you got to play, you got to play a little bit passive, get to level 10 as fast as you can, and then start initiating. That's just what you got to do. But you got to know how to play the game first. Is what we're saying. I mean,
I've seen an Illidan tank with Tacitus support.
Hi.
There were so many shields that they just couldn't drop him. Between Tacitus shield, he had Illidan had evasion. And then we had a healer, which was like an Uther.
Right. We'll go play that. Somebody play Tassadar, and we'll set up that comp. I'll play Illidan, and we'll see what happens. And we're gonna stream it right after this.
I can do TAS.
I got Uther.
But anyway, we'll play that afterwards, and we're gonna play tonight, guys. There is gonna be an after party. But yeah, we're gonna keep going with what's going on with it right here. Last week I said something, and we're not gonna do this every week. Because it'll get old after a while. But we do want to put it out there. Salty Dog of the Week. Everybody's nominations are in. And the nominee, is that how it goes? Yeah. That one was League of Legends Pro Players. Salty Dogs of the Week.
As a whole, yeah.
As a whole, yes.
But I just saw this trend.
Go ahead, dude.
There's just been lots of people that I've run into, and someone's gonna listen to this and be like, "Oh, you talk about me, aren't you?" There's been lots of people doing this for the past couple of 2 or 3 weeks. I've noticed this, especially because they opened up the closed beta through the founders pack and the beta keys, and people were buying the keys on questionable websites and whatnot. Whatever way you got in, I ain't mad at you, but I've seen them. They're like these are the people that have to remind you, even though you didn't ask, even though you didn't question their skill level, but they have to remind you for some reason that they're diamond level or challenger or platinum. I don't care. I don't care if you're
Half
cardboard.
time you don't even ask them.
Yeah, they just
Like, hey Yogi, did you know I got to Diamond 1 last week? Like, cool, man, congrats.
yeah, it's like I'll tell them. This is how
I do
often
the
starts
same
off.
thing.
It's like, oh hey, we're gonna take this merc camp. Can you help us zone this out just in case they're coming for us? Oh, don't worry, man. I'm diamond in league. What? No, what the hell does that have to do with this? Like if you just compare like the stuff that happens in the video game community to like real life, like if this kind of stuff happened in real life, it'd just be weird. Like only in the video game community can weird stuff like this happen. Like, can you imagine if you're making hamburgers, you're grilling hamburgers, right? Someone said, "Hey, flip that one for me. I want to char it more on the other side." Hey, don't worry, man. I build cars. What? The fuck does building cars have to do with flipping burgers?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, you're asking your plumber to do something, and you're like, doesn't that go on the other way? It's fine. It's fine. You just put the positive to the negative. Everything works out. You'll have the light bulb running in no time.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry, guys. I can fix your classic Mustang. I'm a level 17 Paladin.
Oh my god.
Or,
Ooh.
yeah, dude, I can do a heart surgery on you. I stayed in Motel 8 last night.
Yeah.
They left the light on for me.
Too pro.
They left the light on, so my hands are sturdy. Anyway.
What?
Yeah. Go ahead, Yogi.
I'm like soaking in what's going on the podcast and also what's going on in the chat, and my brain's like, wee.
Yes. No, there and for those that I know somebody's gonna ask, Yogi or Obi, you say you're ranked in CS:GO all the time. Not because I'm boasting it out, it's because people want to know, because we started at Silver 1. So people are actually wanting to know where I'm at.
Started from the bottom, right?
Yeah, started from
What are
bottom
you
now
now?
here.
You're Gold Nova?
Yeah, Gold Nova 1. But it's not because I'm proud of it. I'm very proud. I get to go catch cheaters now. I'm good.
You're Silver 1? Weren't you Silver 3 before?
I started at Silver 1. Yes.
Or was that your Smurf?
Oh, nope. All right, I'm gonna tell everybody. I don't have a Smurf, guys.
No.
I have my tournament account to where it's with my team, and then I have an account where I play with everybody else. Just because I don't want to miss playing with my friends. I don't want to miss that. So if I get downranked in the one that the Lead'em account, then that's fine. I don't care. But I have one just for tournaments and stuff. So I guess it is a Smurf, but I don't. I use it for totally different reasons than just going to pwn silvers. Pwn silvers. That's funny.
There's a bunch of Gomel going on. You know, the Gomel, get on my level.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right.
I don't have any cool knives. I don't have anything like that. I have a bunch of boxes that I could open, but I'm poor just like everybody else. But anyway.
I only open my boxes so the cats go play in them, because cats love boxes. Wow. Why buy toys? Just get a bunch of cardboard boxes. They'll love you forever. Anyway, so back to the salty dogs of the week. There was one guy in particular that was on Dragonshire, I believe. And he insisted on auto-locking the hero right off the bat without caring about what the team was picking. Then he insisted on staying to one lane. In spite of our many repeated chats and pings to him to come and help us with team battles, team fights, and objectives. Now this is Dragonshire. If you play any Heroes of the Storm at all, you know you gotta take the shrine. So you have to like group up to take a shrine and win some team fights, so you can have the opportunity to capture both shrines and then capture the Dragon Knight in the middle. So if you have the death boss, the only way to bounce back. Otherwise, you're going back and forth, and it's a silly game of musical chairs. Because you take one shrine and someone else takes the other, and then you take it back, and then you go back and forth, and it's like, okay, this is ridiculous, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this guy literally told us, the whole team, don't worry, guys, I'm dominating my lane. I'm handling my lane. Just do your jobs. We're like, but we need to take these objectives, and we need your help. You're the DPS, the main DPS on the team, so we need you in these team fights. Well, it's not my fault you picked bad heroes. At that point, my brain just screamed on the inside. It was like, what? I mean, way to pass the buck. And this kind of stuff happens way more than it should.
Mm-hmm.
And then again, it goes back to what we talked about, last episode, or episode before that. Self-accountability. It goes a long way in a competitive game. You're not going to get truly good at a game until you realize just how much you don't know and how much you suck. I know I suck. I know there's a lot of things I need to work on. But I own my mistakes, right? So then when someone else points it out, it's like, hey, I know. I'm working on that. Whereas people that don't realize that they're fallible, someone tells them, hey, try to group up more. They're like, no, I group up fine. You just don't know what you're doing. Like, whoa, they're always defensive. It's a big difference, That's something when you're playing with someone that doesn't understand that mastery is an ongoing process. You never reach that point and then you're perfect. No, there's always things you can fine tune in anything. But what I say for you salty dogs coming from other MOBAs that feel like you know everything because you play 1 or 2 MOBAs in your life. If you don't want to play a team game, then play solo. Stick to cooperative or practice against bots. Or RTFM. Read the fucking manual. geekyhats.net/blog. But yeah. Oh, you want to read this next part? I see you have it dog-eared right there.
What?
No.
Yeah, sure. I can. I don't care. I'm just kind of seeing where we're at. On that note, guys, we're looking for a personal fit in our ranks. The ranked team that the Geeky Antics has. Ignorant, salt, flaming is not welcome. Well, we want a team player. That's it. That's all it is. If the game is for you, you think you can achieve the... we are not... I'm not saying super high level, but they're at a decently high level as a team. So... above all that, guys, we want to have fun. This is what we want to do. We performed a team together just so we could play with each other and have fun. That's what it is. Drama and toxicity is disruptive, demoralizing, and pointless, and will not be tolerated on the team. So, if you guys want to join, please send your name into YogiZilla. There's a million ways to get a hold of him. Tell him you want to just try out, or just I want to play with him. And they'll ask you then play eventually on the side.
Yes.
Yeah. Side note, you got any side notes on HOTS?
Well, actually, before I get into that, I was wondering if anybody had thoughts on our salty dogs of the week. Have you guys run into this a lot lately, or?
I've been having kind of mixed games. Like, I will have games that are really good, like all these people are like real chill and realize that you gotta work together. Like, they're communicating, like, people are pinging and then counter-pinging, and they're like, oh, okay, yeah, that's probably a better idea. Not being, oh, you're so stupid, why'd you do that? But the saltiest guy I ran into this week, he apparently misclicked for Hero League and clicked into, just Quick Match, and he didn't realize it.
It's a bug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, what he did is the entire match is he just walked around base in a circle. He's like, oh, you guys, you should all just stop playing so I can go play Hero League, you all scrubs. And he would just, like, cuss at us and stuff. It was the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
Do you think he was a League of Legends player or Dota 2 player?
Oh, he was
think he was
totally a
just
LOL player.
bitch. Fatal?
Hey,
Okay, I saw one phenomenal League of Legends Pro. All right,
uh-oh.
this guy was next level. Before we even get into the match in Hero League, he's like, "Don't worry, guys. Give me Vala. I'm a Diamond Vayne main on League of Legends." So I knew this was going to be good. All right, I'm getting my popcorn and my Lipton tea. I'm ready. He goes out and he thinks he can take on the world. So he winds up in 1v3, 1v4, and 1v5 pretty much most of the match. I want to say ends the game with a whopping score, like absolutely Diamond Main 1 in like 26.
Hell of a diamond right there, buddy.
We win. Well, he's there distracting the team. Me and another guy backdoor the core, win the match somehow. And by the time it's all done, he's in all chat. Like, I'm so pro. I told everybody I could carry that. Look at that. Like in general chat, like people who weren't even in the game are like, what is this guy talking about?
Oh boy.
Anybody else
Yeah.
come across a straight up salty dog in their games? Janelle, you've been playing League a while for a little bit this week. Have you come across any retards?
League always has retards. But I always say this to everyone I know in comparing like CSGO to League of Legends. There's way more retards in League, I feel like, because they're safe behind their keyboard versus CSGO, you know, if they're talking shit, people are less likely to talk shit verbally than they are to type because they'll be like, "Ah, fuck you," blah blah, because they're behind little keyboard and whatever.
Yeah,
But
PC Rambos. Yeah,
Mm.
they're
Yeah.
alive.
yeah, I stopped playing League for a while because they suck.
Maiden?
Anyway,
I don't know if I should comment on this one.
I should go into a rant, eh?
Yeah, I had a bad game yesterday, so nah.
Aw. You'll have to tell me about it later then, or already in
I
chat, 'cause
forgo.
wanna
Of
hear
course.
about it.
Morgana, how about you?
Your Canadian is showing.
Why?
Not
You
me.
just said A like 3 times in a row.
Oh, did I?
I love when she does that. I get so
I
giddy.
didn't even notice.
Eh?
Whatever.
Morgana, you haven't met any salty dogs minus me. You can't call my name out because we already know I'm salty.
Just the one I timed out in my stream last night, but no, not game wise. You know me. I stick to my Skyrim.
There was a guy in stream just being a douche. I was like, how long are you gonna let this go on? She goes, not very much longer. Timed out. I was like, damn.
I think what pissed him off the most was my comment of putting him in timeout like I do my children.
Mm.
She didn't ban him first. She put him in timeout first, and then said
Yeah.
that. Like, I put you in timeout like I do my children.
And he sat
got
there and
so
waited for
mad.
his timeout to end and then got mad at me. Then I banned him.
Damn. Wow. Yogi, what we got next, man?
The chat's too real. There's a little bit of penis comparison going on in the chat.
They're blades, not penis. What are you talking about, you nasty?
They're blades. I'm sorry. They're still phallics of some sort. See, this is what happens in any competitive scene. Like people is just, it gets too real sometimes, you know.
Wow, Pet Me is just going off. Who
That's
cares?
But you know, Janelle. Yeah, Janelle, you and Maiden are the only ones that haven't made it to the cult of Heroes of the Storm yet.
I know, I'm such a fail. I just got Battle.net, so chill.
We gotta.
I'm trying. You know, my boo here, he plays it, and I'm gonna play it with him, and he's gonna teach me.
So you really have no excuse. Your boo's playing and you can play it together. What the heck? You're a package deal.
No, I use his computer.
Oh, gotcha. That's a different story. Okay, so you get a little immunity.
Wait, what? You don't have your own computer?
I do, but it's a 5-year-old Alienware, and it's kind of on its last leg.
Oh, okay. All right. I get it.
Alienware, purveyors of quality products since 1992. Not really.
Yeah, sure.
Alienware raping the public over a brand name quicker than Apple.
I got nothing. That's as good as it gets. I was gonna make the Apple little jab, and then you went there like, damn it! Just shove an apple up your ass. How about that? There. That's my comeback. So there's been a lot. I really recommend that everybody that's part of the closed beta. Oh, did I get disconnected? Did we lose Obi?
I think so.
Oh, crap. Uh-oh.
Buddy in your channel.
That de-escalated quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened? It broke. Did. Alright, well, I guess we'll just keep going.
You broke it.
Yeah, because it's just trying to redial it.
Obi.
I broke the internet.
No!
Oh, no!
Perfect timing. I had to go get a glass of water because I'm a thirsty motherfucker. BRB.
Alright.
You
Yeah.
heard it here. Oh, see, now that no one can hear it, everyone would be like, "Oh, Janelle's thirsty. We know what's going
That's
on."
why I was like, I'm a thirsty motherfucker. Goodbye.
Well, I'm still streaming. on my channel. I'm recording. So people will hear.
Rip.
Oh,
Oh, snap, son!
You done goofed.
We'll keep going because we're actually we got like maybe a half hour left, if even that. What do we got in the chat? So I guess to tell everybody to come over.
Buddy
Yeah, I have to go
entered
over
your
to
yours.
channel.
Wait, he's coming back. Oh, there we go. He's back. You back, Obi?
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Okay. You want me to call you on the thingamaboppers or no?
Yeah.
You sound really serious, bro. What did you kung fu punch your computer again?
No.
Okay.
I just got DOSed. Because everything went out.
Wait, what?
It's alright.
Alright, so we got in the
Not a big deal at all.
What happened?
My internet company will I'll spend the $5.99 to do an investigation on it.
Oh, you got DDoSed.
Mm-hmm. It's okay. No worries at all.
If you have Comcast, don't call me.
Meet your there's a separate department for security stuff.
It's all good. Not worried. We're back. Where we at?
By the way, kids, it's a federal offense to DDoS people.
It is.
For you packy kitties that like to use programs and go to these questionable websites, find a better hobby. May I recommend porn? Again, always a good go-to.
Well, what?
It's a victimless crime.
What's a victimless crime?
I said that for all these frustrated kids that are like, DDoSing people and doing other stupid stuff, I was recommending that you just, get into porn instead.
I don't really understand why people. Yeah, like why? Got so much other shit to do. God damn.
Yeah, I lost Obi again.
Yeah. This happened to me before.
Buddy in
It
your
sucks,
channel
but what
timed
can you do,
out.
right?
It's weird though, because he's not exhibiting the signs of being DOSed.
Yeah.
Usually, you get like the robotic voice as the packet buildup hits,
Yeah.
and I'm not catching any of that.
That's what I'm saying. So might be something else going
I
on.
don't think it's a DOS. I think it's something possibly with his router or provider.
Yeah, they need to restart his router or something.
Hmm.
Plus, if he was DOSed, he couldn't just relog. You would have to go through a process of resetting up everything, IP and all.
Doesn't resetting the router give you a new IP address anyways?
It depends. It depends on if you have a static IP or not.
Nice to know.
Most people have static IP though, don't they?
It changes from company to company.
I know when I restart my router, but we have a different router, so we have a modem and a router, and it's two different things, and we keep the same IP address every time, but Comcast resets their IP, but we still have the same one.
See, you might have a static IP. It's like a DHCP reservation, so it's still dynamic, but they reserve it so to hold the lease on that IP longer. But like, no, the only way you get like a truly static IP address that's public domain is if you actually like have like a business grade IP where you're like on a like an actual, I don't know, higher subnet and not like, you know, these C and B and D block IP blocks, you know. Anyway.
We're getting a little too geeky now.
Yeah.
I don't know. Every time I look at my computer's IP, it's never the same. Like every time I log into Skype or whatever, it's like unknown IP address, and I have to reset it.
Yeah. And then all this fails is restart, right?
Mm-hmm.
So happens everybody.
Man, so I'm just getting everybody over here on the backup channel. Yogizilla, we're doing the backup stream is which I derped and I stopped the stream here earlier somehow. I must have like fat fingered it or something. We're gonna wrap up the show earlier today. We're still gonna do some Heroes of the Storm after a little break after the show. I think we'll wrap it up sooner than later since Obi's having technical issues. I don't want to miss it out on the discussion. So, what I want to say at this point, if you are playing Heroes of the Storm, whether you're casual or you want to get into competitive, or maybe you're curious about it, again, go to our blog at geekyantics.net. We have some good articles there that will help you out and not overwhelm you. There's been a lot of different talks going on through the forums and throughout the community about some of the balancing issues. You know, one thing you'll see a lot of is matchmaking, and a lot of people don't realize that a matchmaking system is only as good as its player base. You know, in a perfect world where you have a massive, player base, and there's actually a lot of people concurrently logged on and actively playing, queued up, that you can afford to make a highly specific matchmaking system, you know. But the world's not perfect. I don't know if you noticed, folks. So, would you rather wait 30 minutes to an hour to get into a match? Or would you rather just get in, you know, in about a minute or two and get matched with people that are close enough in skill level? You know, I choose the latter. Because waiting kind of sucks. And right?
It does. I like the fact that the difference can also adjust whether you lose points or not. And they're really cool about it. They do a really good job.
Yeah, I think the matchmaking thing is kind of a non-issue that's been really blown out of proportion, you know. So it's being addressed already, but people are still beating it to death. If you want to have a good laugh, just go to the forums. You know, if you have access to the closed beta forums, and just look at there. Look at the front page in the general discussion, general feedback area. It's amazing how people have put blinders on and do not pay attention to anything else that people write. So like everybody that posts there, like
3 out of 5.
Yeah, 3 out of 5. Yeah, 3 out of 5 is matchmaking, and they all write as if it hasn't been mentioned before. Like one guy in particular wrote literally, Blizzard, I don't know if anyone's told you about this, but the matchmaking system is seriously broken, and seriously, you need to shut down this game until you fix it. Like, and he wasn't trolling; he was being serious. He went into a whole diatribe of how terrible it is. I'm like, wow. Like, yes, you are in possession. You're aware of something that no one else has caught. Good job. You have the highest IQ possible. You noticed something no one else did. That's not presumptuous at all. It's not a perfect system, but I mean, you don't have a lot of players to choose from. You know, I don't know. That kind of bothers me. Like people slamming companies, you know, like that. Like Blizzard, you know, I know they've grown a lot and they're part of a mega corporation, a conglomerate, but they still have a small company vibe. They actually care about the community. And all these people wearing tinfoil caps saying, "Oh, they're just in it for the money and nickel and diming." Well, yeah, they want money because they gotta pay employees, so they keep doing the things that we love. What you think they're running a charity? Oh, everything's free. We're not gonna charge for a single thing. Yeah. Hey, all you people complain about the pricing on Heroes of the Storm. You run the business. Let's see how long it lasts. You have that business bankrupt in like a month. You'll pull a freaking Don Matrick. It's like, lol. Thanks for the sign up bonus. I'm out. Peace. Freaking $5 million sign up bonus. 25 million in. Hey, it's me, Salty. Thanks for joining the party, man. Everybody's coming over here. Oh my god. But yeah. I know. I'm sorry, guys. I'm ranting. Another thing that's been a big topic of discussion, and this is something Blizzard has been very adamant about themselves without the pressure from the community, though the community is equally as concerned, is, you know, these global talents in Heroes of the Storm and a sense of auto pick. Like you have things like Envenom, Blood for Blood, Rewind, what's another good one? Hardened Shell, that are talents that you see across multiple heroes, and a lot of them are so good that it's like, well, if I see it as an option, I'm going to pick it right away. In some cases, it's a weaker choice. It's always useful, right? Despite the cooldown, because it's an activatable talent, not a passive.
I think it's never a bad thing to take Blood for Blood.
Or is it?
Well, there are better picks, but it's never the worst pick.
Okay. So yeah, I agree with that. Like, I feel like right now the way it is, and it can still be tweaked, but I feel like at every tier for every hero, there are several, well, at least 2 good, like solid choices for talents. So it's not like this is the only talent worth getting on this tier. They really reworked all the heroes to kind of get rid of that feeling. They can still tweak that a little more, you know, because it shouldn't be a case of like, oh, and Venom, Blood for Blood, I'm going to take those right away. Because it's something that are better choices. A lot of them are situational too, right?
Mm-hmm. Like a Spell Shield.
Yeah. Also, it comes down to if you like using activatables, because those ones that cross are all activatable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I hate activatables.
Yeah. Yeah, especially if you're playing like an Illidan who already has a lot of like spammable abilities, and they have to remember to use an activatable. That's really hard to manage in the heat of a battle, right?
Yeah, like, because Shrink Ray is just so powerful, but I always forget I have it.
Shrink Ray is really good. Actually, that's probably like the one that is really hard for me to say no to. It's just so useful.
You just cut them in half.
Yeah, it's like, especially like when they cast their ult, and then you Shrink Ray them, and then now it's tickling you. Like, I'll just stand in Diablo's fire and like, aw, that's sweet. Blowing me kisses.
I just warm my hands real quick. Alright, great.
Just hit Muradin's avatar, it shrinks back to normal size.
Oh gosh. See, Morgana knows what's up, and she's taking notes.
Absolutely.
And Maiden's probably watch her boyfriend play, so that's cool. Her boo. But Janelle's like, what are they smoking? Shrinking somebody? What?
Nah, I'm thinking, what are they smoking and where can I get it?
Are you getting curious about the game yet, though?
Wait.
Are you getting curious about the game?
About heroes?
Yes.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What other
No,
game?
actually, we were talking about hopscotch.
I mean, hopscotch is pretty dank, but
I'm just saying they added a shrink ray to hopscotch.
Sorry,
That's when you knew it got
freaking-
real.
I'm tired. Okay, hop off. Yeah. I've been watching a couple streams on it. I'm thoroughly confused, but it looks
I mean,
fun.
thoroughly confused. It's a lot simpler than 20 people raging across the map, blowing each other up like in LOL.
That's true.
You will be awesome at the game. I already know. We're gonna have so much fun. Like everybody in here right now on this call, in the chat, we can hang out. Soon as it's gonna be open to the public. Oh, it's gonna be so good. I'm so
What's the
excited.
most vicious and just straightforward beat your face against something character? I feel like Janelle would like that one.
Oh my god.
What?
I'm trying to think of like the most vicious, blunt character in HOTS right now, because I feel like you'd like that one.
Oh, cause she's sassy right
What
now.
is it?
Yeah, I don't know. No, I'm just trying to think of it.
Well, no, Janelle actually is really good. I seen her play good at ADC and support. Like, what were you running last
know
time? Nami? You ran Nami last time?
The last time I played? Probably. Yeah. It was Nami, yeah.
I like Nami.
Oh, I was just basing this off what
I know
how
who
I saw
Janelle
her
would
play
play.
CS:GO or stuff. And
Janelle would play Lily because her and Lily have the exact same angry face.
oh my god,
What?
Lily's angry face is terrifying.
Oh, that's true. Like, she goes from like really cute and huggable to like, oh my gosh, bitch, get away.
It's like, I will
kill you.
rip your heart out and feed it to a dog.
It's really scary, yeah. It's like, love me, I'll kill you.
Exactly.
Wow.
It's pretty legit. Pretty legit.
Pretty legit.
Yeah, you gotta check it out. It's fun. It's
And she has a little laser dragon.
yeah, she does.
Oh, I'm gonna like that one.
Pew pew. Oh yeah, and so good. No, and the thing about it is, like watching it, the streams. Like I didn't get into the alpha until like maybe the 3rd or 4th round. So I watched the streams and I was really curious about it, and I was really excited about it. But I didn't really get to appreciate it until I played it with friends, and then it just completely transformed the game.
I got excited when I watched you guys stream it for the first time, and I saw Fatal playing Asmodan, and I'm like, I want that guy.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. No, but like it's a much faster paced game. It's not about farm. It's not about your gold farm. It's not about last hitting. It's not about your item build. They took away all those annoying aspects that make it hard to get into a game and learn it. So like the learning curve is not it's not crazy. You can pick it up and learn it very quickly, and then you master it slowly as you go along. So it's cool.
Can you even deny in HOTS?
Did the what?
Can you even deny?
No deny mechanic. Thank God. Ugh.
Yeah, you just deny the wizard all the time? God, that'd be so annoying.
Now it is really viable. There is such a thing as like zoning to prevent like the orb pickups.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
actually
that's
a
what I
legit
meant,
thing.
like-
You could body block the orbs so they can't pick them up.
Yeah, I've done that as Asmodan. I'll just park on top of it. It's like, you ain't getting this.
Yep. No freaking regen for your mana and your health. Lol. Yeah, that's a legit strategy. But it's also risky too, because they might go, oh yeah, you're gonna sit on my little heart? Pew pew pew!
That's why you who carry lots of meat with you.
Oh man, hey, it's me, Salty. Wants an adult soda, but he's fresh out. Oh. Oh my gosh, Janelle.
A barley pop.
Oh, I'm very tempted to tweet that out or put it on our forums. I'm gonna start like a freaking forum
Lord.
thread. It's gonna.
Come on. You guys were all thinking it. What the hell's an adult soda? Come on.
Here you go. geekyantics.net/forums. New thread.
What are you gonna like screen cap it?
No, it's gonna. I'm just gonna like quote everything that's said in our chats. Recently heard on the Geeky Antics Network. Janelle No 5 said. Oh, it's gonna be great. It's gonna happen. I warned you. Janelle, this is the Lily face. Yeah, you gotta see the transformation. The transformation makes it even more scary.
I'm gonna tweet it.
What's a ready
What's
thing
that?
anyway?
Just
That is
check.
not my face. What the heck?
That is the angry face. I saw that exact same face at one point when she was getting spawn camped in an arms race. You can say it wasn't, but it was.
It probably was. I fucking hate cameras. Dirty bitches.
I hate campers too. Campers are it's such a cheap thing. It's like, well, the only skill I have is memorizing the spawn points and pretending I'm a chicken and sitting on the egg. So I'm gonna sit on your egg. Like what? That's cheap. I just wish there was an option like games like that where there's heavy spawn camping that you could just like come spawn in with like a massive explosive strapped to you and just like freaking go crazy and just suicide bomb them. Like, oh, you want to spawn camp? Boom! Took out your whole
I actually
team.
want a character that does that. Like, I want a character that gets rewards for just running itself into things.
Oh, like Goblin Techies, right?
Yeah, Techies
Yeah,
back
like-
in Dota did it.
Yeah. Like a character who just runs into a fight and just blows himself up and gets, like, a respawn at half the speed or something.
That used to be what you did with Techies, and it gave you basically instant level 2 if you could side someone right off the top.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Techies used to be like that troll pick. And people think they get trolled with Blitzcrank on LOL, but Techies, oh boy.
Yeah, Teemo's got nothing on Techies.
Yo, seriously. And the remote detonated mines? Like, what? What is even going on?
Oh, now the troll is Timber Saw. He just walks across and takes away the entire forest, and then the enemy team's like, oh. Well now. So what do I do with all these tangelos I just spent all my money on?
Aw, you can't eat the trees anymore because there are no trees. Oh, now you can't heal. QQ.
That is essentially my favorite part of Dota, that the map can actually be forced to change.
That you can eat your way a path.
Yeah, it's just like, I'm gonna make my own path.
I always did like that you could like find little nooks and crannies to hide inside of. Like you're running away and you make it look like you're running one direction, then you kind of just make a sharp turn and then go inside of a little crevice inside of some trees. And then people walk right past you like, where'd he go? It's like, yeah, flag of war, bitches.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love that fog.
Yeah, that part's really cool. But it is getting to be that time we gotta start wrapping it up. I just want to mention another thing that I think is very important. I want to get some quick feedback from you guys what you think about it. Surrender option. Now I'm gonna make my case. I feel the surrender option is a bad thing. I know why it exists in certain games because League of Legends and Dota 2 matches can take a long time. Dota 2 matches in particular, they can last. I think the longest Dota 2 match I've ever been in was like 2 hours long. It was like something ridiculous.
What?
I don't even remember. It was just like
Playing like Mono Mage?
at one point it was kind of like everybody kind of lost the drive to try really hard, but like they didn't want to leave either. So it's kind of like,
It's just like, pfft, oh look, a minion. Should I get that? Yeah, you should probably get that.
yeah. So you just burn out after a while. I mean, I'm exaggerating. It probably wasn't a lot. Maybe an hour, 15 minutes, something like that. It's still a long time. I understand why it's there, but I feel like when you implement a surrender option, and people say, "Oh, the way to work around that is making a voting system," right? Because no, I'm jumping ahead. But you implement a voting system, and what it gets people into is the habit of giving up preemptively. And so many matches in competitive games are winnable, but people give up mentally and they throw. Because they create a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you believe you're going to lose, then you're going to lose. So the surrender option, I think, is just even worse. Because there, they start bullying. It's like, oh, who voted no? Oh, you should have voted yes, dummies. Let's just end it. We can't win this. Oh, it's like they got one freaking level on us. And like 100 more gold. They could buy a couple of potions. Oh wow, yeah, they're dominating us. Like stuff like that, you know. That's not a thing in Heroes of the Storm. I'm saying as an example. I don't know. What do you guys think? You think that I mean the average game in Heroes of the Storm is between like 10-15 minutes. It's much shorter than playing League of Legends or Dota 2 or Han or whatever or Smite. Do you like the surrender option?
I think you should be able to have a surrender option, but only in teams, and then you vote.
With pre-mates.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is the surrender option for the whole team or just for that person?
But for the whole team. Like, you'd have to agree. Like, that's why I said in the team.
I hate the surrender option. I don't think it should exist.
Thank you.
I mean, matches are short as it is. You can go through Haunted Mines in 10 minutes. Oh, you wasted 10 minutes of your time. I mean, I've wound up in matches where I have 2 or 3 people who are bots because the people left, and they're going to suffer in lever jail. Okay, I'm probably going to take a loss, but I have bots. The match is going to be even quicker if I'm going to lose, or there's that chance that I could turn it around. Either way, I'll play it out for the experience.
Yeah, same here.
You know, I'll practice mechanics. If I really think I've absolutely lost, like they've pushed all of our forts to the core, and we haven't gotten a single fort, and I'm like, okay, they got 4 levels on us. I'll sit there and practice mechanics while I defend the core. No, I don't expect to stop them, but I expect to make myself a better player. Yeah, so no, absolutely not. Surrender option, I think, would be one of the first things they've done to lead towards toxicity instead of going away from it as much as they have. I think it would ruin a lot of work they've put in towards trying to keep toxicity out of it.
I agree. What do you think, Morg?
Yeah, I don't like the team surrender option. I would like the option to be able to quit the game myself.
Or like a bow out options, like
Yeah, because as I've said before, I'm a mom and I'm
Rip?
It is Morg? She had to surrender.
What?
Morg had to surrender.
She was like, just so you know, that's it.
Because I'm a mom.
It's like
GG.
Oh, there we go. She's back.
Did it cut out on me?
a
Yeah.
little bit.
Absolutely.
You said you're a mom. You said
Yeah.
you're a mom, and then it stopped.
That was perfect.
Okay, well, see, there's the option. There's the problem right there. I'm a mom. I need to be able to step away from multiplayer games because, I mean, that's where I have the hardest time with multiplayer games is I
Yeah.
need to be able to leave the game at a moment's notice. So I would like the option to say, okay, I'm sorry, I really have to leave now. That's what I need.
No, I definitely feel that's reasonable. Like you're more the exception in the rule because I feel like there's a lot of like, especially kids, they know they have a certain bedtime, but they try to be cool and stay up past it. And then their mom or dad comes in like, "Hey, get off your computer! What are you doing? Go to bed. You got school tomorrow." And then like they're like, "Sorry, I gotta go." And then they leave. And then you're like, "What the hell?" Like you knew like you had other engagement. Like there's a lot of times that people know that they're in a time where they're more than likely to get distracted or they're needed. They have other responsibilities, but they still get into a match, with real human people. And I know it's just a game, but those people might have limited time. That might be the one game they get to play in the day, and you just ruin it for them.
Yeah.
Well, but okay, like on League, usually they last about 30, 45 minutes, but there's that one game that always lasts over an hour.
Yeah.
People don't expect that, and it is kind of unfair for that, in my opinion.
With a surrender option, without having it?
Yeah.
See, but the thing is, though, what a lot of people don't realize on League, those matches that last an hour, by that point, it becomes purely a skill-based game, and it's no longer about farm, because by that point, you're on level playing field, right? So at that point, it's just like, who can be smarter about pushing the lanes and actually taking the base?
Or if you like my teams, you just kind of troll around and everything.
Yeah, or they start raging and they're like, let's just end this game, let them kill us.
Oh, yeah, I love that. It's like, I'm just gonna stay in base, lol.
Yeah, it's like, guys, I actually gotta go. I only put away like 35 minutes for this game and it ended up being an hour, so I have to go. My mom needs me to like make dinner or something. And I'm like, bitch, you freaking play this game!
Oh my lord.
This is my promo.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, it's those kids that make. Oh, this is making me mad. It's those kids that make those excuses that give us moms bad names, or the people that really truly have something else that they have to do. Then we're just making excuses that we don't really need to do that. That's what everybody else is thinking.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's different though, but it's true.
I
Everyone's
mean,
always gonna believe you.
I was really annoyed the other day. I think me and Fatal and Lord Rakdos actually were in a match. This guy, literally in the middle of a team fight, stops moving altogether. It's like, the hell?
Oh, that stupid Diablo.
He stops moving altogether, and then like 5 minutes later, like, lol, sorry, was taking a hit on my bowl. And
No, that was the Rainer.
I don't remember what he was.
He was a Rainer.
Okay.
Oh.
And then,
Oh, I thought that was that stupid Diablo that kept stopping in the middle of the lane during a team fight to tell us something stupid.
No, that you're talking about the guy who wants to type. No, this is the kid who was like, I'm smoking like a $200 blunt, and I got to stop and hit the bowl every 3 seconds. And
oh no, yeah, no. The reason he brought that up is because I told him, well, that's great, but be a burnout on your own time,
Yeah.
Some people have limited. Some of us have limited gaming time. Like, we can't just sit around all day getting high and playing video games all day long. That's great. It must be nice living in mama's basement. So I just said, hey, I didn't say anything to me. I just said, oh, hey, well, lol, well, be a burnout on your own time. Smiley face. And then he was like, lol, I'm smoking a chronic blunt that's worth more than what you pay for your internet in a month. And I'm like, man, you pay $200 plus for a blunt? You pay too much, bro. Like, gosh. People. Have consideration, folks,
Can I say another thing?
What's that mean?
Like, people who want to surrender and everything, they should have, like, mods looking at, like, live games and, like, see chat and everything. And if they see someone being salty, they can, like, be like, yeah, it's okay for them to surrender, or something like that. Because, personally, I don't like playing with people who just talk bad and everything and blame other people. That just makes me just like, really? Can it just, like, go? But I'm not going to leave. I'm going to play and try. But I don't want to play with you.
Well, that's why they have the lever spammer salt jail thing. Eventually, they just get reported so that eventually they're all just concentrated up against each other, and the rest of us don't have to deal with them.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
That's what they're doing.
That's actually an idea that we have been suggesting for a long time. Even before he was in the storm, we said one of the best way to deal with toxicity. You guys go back and one of our older episodes. It is like, wow, I think this is like at the very beginning we were talking about this. Why not just put all the griefers, the leavers, the trolls, when they get enough reports and you see a trend, okay, just put them in their own separate queuing system so they can just BM each other all day, you know? It's like, and then eventually they're gonna see, damn, this is really boring because like these guys are doing the same thing I'm doing, so now it's no longer cool, now it's no longer funny because, you know, because that's what they think. They think they're funny. They go into like a match and it's like, oh, these guys are taking this so seriously. I'm just gonna go here and just take a crap. Ha! It's funny, you know. Don't get me started. But surrender, you know, I agree, man. And it's, when you don't want to extend a bad scenario, but I think here so the game is so short. Surrender is just not necessary. Now, I do kind of like what Morg said about being able to bow out individually. You know, I think there should be a limit to how often you can do it because you don't want people abusing that. Because the bots that take over the players when they leave aren't very good.
Well, the way I think about it is, it's kind of like in World of Warcraft when you left a battleground, you.
Rip.
Okay, I thought it was me. I'm adjusting my headphones. Like, did I?
Oh my god! I'm
Oh, there it
goes. Stupid thing. It's kind of like World of Warcraft where they gave you that countdown. If you left a battleground early, oh my god, the countdown. So you couldn't join another game right away.
That's exactly what they're doing in Heroes of the Storm. Like, what they do is what they do here is they do a lever jail, which is also they're expanding it to the griefers, the salty people, all that stuff. And you have to complete them. The more your offenses, the more you push the needle, right? And the more games you have to play without doing said offenses to kind of clean your record. And then you can go back into the normal queue. And while you're not in the jail, you can't go into ranked matches. You can only play regular matches. So, and another thing I just found out yesterday, I think Lord of Raptors was there with me. If you have stim packs, which are premium items you pay for to get more gold experience.
They get turned off when you're in lever jail.
Yes, the effects get turned off, but the clock is still ticking on them. Which I think, actually, if you're that person that's being like disrupting games, being toxic, constantly leaving, yeah, that's you probably deserve it. You know, hey, you got a 1-day stim pack, and sorry, but you're ruining the game for others. And you got put in the jail for a day.
Oh, look at that.
And usually, yeah, if it gets to the point where you're getting suspended, that means that like you did a lot of people, multiple people reported you, and not just from like one game. Because I doubt Blizzard would be stupid enough to be like, oh, well, 4 people reported you, so it must be true. Because those 4 people could just be friends. You know what I mean? And it's mob mentality, right? But if it's easy to plot trends, if you play 5 different games, and in each of those games, 2 or 3 different people who have no relation or connections to each other whatsoever report you for the same thing, it's pretty safe to assume that you're the problem, not them. But then if you're like in one match, and it's a one-off where a bunch of people report you for something, and they happen to be friends with each other, but then you have several other matches where it doesn't happen, then clearly, you know, you came across some people that were just trying to pick on you. But what's nice about it is that Blizzard did reveal that they're gonna have, they actually already have it set up, the algorithm puts you into different brackets, like a color coding system, and again this kind of invisible needle moves up and down. You know, you go into this little area. So the more you do bad things, the further you go into the red. The more you do good things, the further you go into the green. That's kind of how I picture it. You know, Christmas colors, and you throw some wreaths up and some what's the thing that you kiss under? Mistletoe. There you go.
For a second, I thought you said hang up some reefers. I'm like, what?
Some wreaths, some reefer. Yeah, $200 blunt, yo. It's worth more than your internet, yo. I tell you, some people are really like. That's just internet culture. People are just getting into pissing contests. It's like, oh yeah, oh how much your video card cost? Oh, I got a good deal on this. An $800 video card, but I bought it for $300. Man, I paid $2,000 for mine, and it cost $10,000. Okay, cool.
What the frick is it made out of? Palladium?
Well, there actually is that the NVIDIA Ti, like that a video card that right now the developers can only take advantage of maybe like 5% of its potential. So it's supposedly the one video card that if you had no responsibilities and could afford to splurge lots of money, then you just buy that and you're future proofed. Because like that video card you could create 10 different video streams to 10 different channels, record locally, play GTA 5 while also playing Hearthstone, and then like have some porn running in the background, and then and then still have like processing power to crunch those polygons for you, supposedly. Like, okay.
What the hell?
Yeah. It's basically one of those things you do when you have nothing better to do. That's why PC gamers we get a bad rep, because it's like there are the elitists that's like I'm gonna get bleeding edge technology just so I can say I have it. It's like, yeah, but what are you doing with that? And it's like, oh, I'm playing League of Legends. Oh yeah, you need that extra that power, yeah. Resource intensive right there.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing on your computer? MS Paint, son. I'm drawing some red lines. Oh, come on, people. Lord Ratdos can't be the only one that's paying attention.
I'm sorry, what were you saying? I was playing around on MS Paint.
I swear I just heard Fatal punch the microphone. He was like, bam! That's what I think about your puns. Good night, Salty. Thanks for stopping by. And hey, don't be a stranger. Make sure you come visit us, geekyantics.net/forums. Register, promote. We encourage. We don't just allow. We encourage self-promotion over there in the forums. Let us know what you're into, what your talents are, what your hobbies are, what you do for fun, who you be at, where you be at, yo. What I don't know. How does that song go? I don't know. Wait, it's gonna come to me later. I'm gonna be in the middle of thought. It's gonna come back to me, and then everyone's gonna be like, "Okay, Yogi." Wow. Hey, where's Obi?
Even you confused you.
I know. I miss Obi.
That was great.
Obi, I want to put an APB out of him. But put Obi's face. Oh my God! Someone please. That's your mission for those that are in MS Paint right now. Do a little crappy Photoshop of Obi's face on a milk carton, and we'll tweet it out later or tomorrow. After some heroes of the story. Have you seen this guy? Capitan Salt. that should be.
Mon Capitan, le salt.
Le salt. Oh oui oui. Omelette au fromage. Oh oui oui. Will you be? Oh yes. Salty, that clutch catch right before he left. He said, "Who you be with? Things that make you smile. What numbers to dial? Biggie. Yes. Thank you. Now I just heard it in my head, and now it makes sense. Nobody? That's when rap was good, kids. Not like the stuff today. It's all said the same stuff, you know. Shake your ass and party, girl. Ooh, smoke crack, girl. Smoke that ass. Yeah, shake that ass. Oh, yeah. Fuck. Blah, 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 blah. It's like, they're not even flowing. They're not even rhyming. It's like, ugh. I'm being an old man right now.
I'm like it either way, so.
This is what happened when I don't have Obi to cut me off. Oh. You got in trouble.
What, you run 45 minutes over time?
Yeah, I do the editing post-production. You know what? Special edition, slightly extended cut.
So all of them.
No. I thought you weren't around for like when we had like 4 or 5 hour episodes. Oof.
I was here for like a 5-hour episode.
Were you?
Yeah, I might be partially to blame for 2 of them. Yeah, it was near Christmas.
Oh yeah. Wait, was it 2013?
No, it was 14. It was near Christmas about then. It would start out as a SoulForge, just online TCG podcast, and then it just went on and on.
Oh yes, that was.
I think we ended up talking about like what happens when you fry frozen chicken. By the way, kids, don't fry frozen chicken.
Yes, you gotta thaw that stuff.
It explodes.
Yeah. Though some microwaves. Was that Morg?
I say kaboom.
Oh, Maiden. That was Maiden. I thought it was Morg. Alright. Kaboom. Have you done this, Maiden?
No, but I've seen videos.
Oh my god. Have you guys ever mistakenly thought that something wrapped in paper was just wrapped in paper? Then you nuke it and you realize there are trace elements of aluminum in there too? Not a good combo.
Like a burger with the shiny foil on the inside to keep it warm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then your burger kind of explodes.
For me, it caught fire. I think it depends on the wattage of your microwave. But, yeah.
Do you know those Chinese containers with metal sides on it? Like the handlebars or whatever? I actually put that in the microwave, and I was like, wait, gotta take this off first. Because I started it and walked here for like 30 seconds. I was like, wait, no, go back.
I love those little things. Like, I think they're so cool. Like, especially when
cute.
Yeah, when you eat out of them. Oh, now I want Chinese food. Damn you! Now we became a food cast again.
We cannot do an episode without mentioning food. It's not a thing we can do.
I guess we all had the munchies around this time.
No, I'm pretty good actually.
Oh.
I'm good.
Oh, but now
I'm fine.
I'm fat. I live with the munchies, so.
Yeah, I'm kind of a fatal on this one.
I have no option. It's like, when are you not hungry? When I'm sleeping.
If I get hungry, I just chew gum.
See, I tried that whole thing and drinking water or brush my teeth and all that stuff people say you do when you get hungry to kind of curb it, but when you're hungry, you're hungry.
I read somewhere that chewing gum when you're hungry is actually bad for you or something because, I don't know, it's like fooling your stomach into thinking that you're eating and then
it makes you
or something.
produce more stomach acid, and there's
yeah.
nothing to actually get reduced by it, and it can kind of cause acid reflux.
Damn.
Yeah, so I don't chew gum anymore.
Whoa.
Damn.
Well, that's
The
only
best thing
work
if
when you're
really
hungry.
is just like chug water. Because most of the time you're just thirsty if you think you're hungry.
See, in my experience, when I'm hungry, I find the best thing is to eat. And then I'm like, problem solved.
Yeah, that too.
I mean,
That's like a micro sandwich and just like, with some water.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
That is a good idea. Like, try to have things that you can eat in small portions so you don't binge. Because sometimes you're like, you really are hungry, but then you binge and then you hate yourself
And
afterwards.
you just like eat an entire chicken.
oh, with the feathers and all, you didn't even bother plucking it. Like,
Just like, oh.
oh,
Just look like Pudge picking up someone and just shoving him down his gullet.
yeah. But that's definitely true though. Like, it's funny. Like, no matter how old you get, there's still times where people don't understand the chemical signal that their body gives them. So like, they just know, oh, hunger, sleepiness, sadness, frustration, whatever. But it's like, what's this new feeling? Oh, it must be hunger because it feels like hunger, and it's like, no, it's actually thirst. You're really dehydrated right now. You just don't know what that feels like. So you're kind of the wires are getting crossed, and your body thinks that it's, your mind thinks that it's translating it as hunger, but you're really thirsty.
Yeah, that's another
Is this hunger or is this spite?
I usually eat like once a day, so if I'm hungry,
Jesus, girl.
I have to like wait.
Holy crap!
What the hell? That is
Like 2 large things a day.
Why?
I have
that
my
is not healthy.
stupid slow metabolism.
Well,
Like, dang,
it's all
one
we
a
have,
day?
and I'm trying to save money, so it
Uh,
works.
well, if you're gonna do that, like if it's a money thing, at least try to split up the portions. Cause
I eat Twizzlers, if that counts.
oh my gosh,
Lol.
oh my lord,
It's like mildly flavored rubber.
I
I
love Twizzlers.
You blasphemer.
like Twizzlers, and yes, they are kind of weird, but don't. Oh my gosh, you ever eat Twizzlers on an empty stomach? Bad idea. Do not do it.
I usually have it like with like something to drink, like juice or whatever, and use it as a straw. If I can, sometimes. Sometimes I do that. I don't know. Some of them have a hole in it. I'm serious.
I know what you do. You suck up the juice into the Twizzler, and it's like going wee wee wee, swinging it around and squirting people. I know what you do. I know how you roll.
The only thing I can say about Twizzlers is strictly better than licorice.
Oh my god, I love licorice.
What is wrong with you, woman?
Licorice is kind of good.
I make a point never to eat something named after an ass.
I mean,
Oh my god.
The
You know
plant,
what?
the plant is called anise.
Ha-
The
have
plant
you-
licorice is made from is called anise.
Have you ever had an apple?
Yeah.
That was named after an ass.
What you talking about?
oh
Shots fired.
snap!
What
Got
you talking about?
Got him. Got him. Well,
Whose ass?
So you got
ass?
the
What
apple
ass?
bottom jeans with the boots with the spurs on. What? I don't even know. I don't even know the rest.
The Spurs. There better
The
not be those
Spurs.
Spurs on those jeans. Damn.
No, the boots with the spurs. Is that what it says?
No, fur. you
Boots with
idiot.
fur.
Oh, I don't know.
Like Uggs or something.
Hey, I thought she was a cowgirl and she's rocking the spurs on her boots.
No.
Listen, you can't understand why most of these guys. These guys mumble. They can't even They probably even know the difference between a contraction and possessive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but in their defense, 95% of the song is the same sentence. So you should catch it one of those times.
This is true. You know what? When I listen to bubblegum music, I just listen to the beat. I'm like, that's a dope beat, and then the words are just there to kind of carry the beat, not vice versa. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's the way it works for me.
Some music.
I honestly prefer EDM these days with no lyrics. Just give me I'm happy.
I can't deal with that. It's too repetitive.
Not if you listen to certain types of things some dubsteps and some trance, some drum and bass. They switch it
I
up a lot.
can't deal with trance. Trance makes me kind of ill, to be honest.
Really?
Like, it makes me physically ill.
What the?
Like, it's not like that I don't like it. It's just listening to it makes me sick to my stomach.
Even Orbital or Paul Van
Yeah.
Dyke,
Just like...
Kraftwerk.
Oh, yeah.
Dead
It just
Mouse?
feels sick to my stomach. Yeah, Dead Mouse I can tolerate in small quantities, but the rest of it, I'm just... You turn on trance and I just, get queasy and stuff.
How about Sasha and Digweed?
I don't know about them.
Chemistry and Storm.
You see, it makes me ill, so therefore I don't know a lot of the bands or artists.
See, I've got that same effect, but for me, it only happens when Justin Bieber plays.
Oh, no,
I just violently
that's just
ill.
Yeah, that's a mixture of spite and acid.
Baby, baby, baby.
No, just no.
No.
Yogi,
No, please.
no.
And on that note, we're gonna wrap up the show in a little bit here for those listening live. We're gonna do some Heroes of the Storm. If you're still not on Heroes of the Storm, what the heck? We've been telling
What's
you
wrong with you people?
forever. Like, we got the hookup. Get on our forums. We got some influence, a little bit of influence with Blizzard. They've hooked us up. They listen. They include us in community roundups. You know, we're somewhat of a big deal, kind of, sort of. So geekyheads.net, get over there. But HorsePLAY Live is everywhere you can listen to or download awesome podcasts, including allgames.com and Stitcher, to Zoom. I think that's kind of still a thing. Yeah, it's still a thing. Well, now they call it the Windows plus Xbox Live Marketplace, but that's the same thing. iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio. Yeah, that should cover all the bases. Please take a moment to thumbs up, favorite, subscribe, share, whatever you can to make it reach more people. Share it to a friend. Share it to 5 friends that think. If you see a topic, if you hear a topic, or you view a topic in a video, or whatever platform you look at, share it with the 5 friends that you think will find it interesting. It really helps us out. Everybody here. We're gonna go through everybody. How do you do it? Everybody. You didn't even say this extra syllable. Everybody in here is gonna share their pimpage, their stuffs. I'm gonna go from top to bottom here in the chat room. Fatal, where can people find you? What are you up to usually, etc., etc.?
All right. Well, I'm on Twitter at Fatal Blades, F8TLBLADS. Twitch.tv/F8TL_Blades. Tomorrow, I believe, yes, now, no. For me, it's tomorrow. Saturday, either way you look at it. Tell me why tea time. That's this Saturday and then every other Saturday. So skip a week, go a week, skip a week, etc. And on Heroes of the Storm, and bugging everybody. That's about it.
Sound legit. Janelle. All right.
Yes.
There. Why did you pimp out your stuff for us?
Dramatic pause for effect.
Oh.
Twitch.tv/Janelle5, and I'm just gonna plug my Twitter, which is twitter.com/ or you can just at me at what is it? Shit.
Janelle
__ no5. Yeah, you know it, Yogi. You know better than me, Dave.
Well, score it. Hashtag Janelle logic. Hashtag Janelle fail.
Yeah, because I fail all day.
I be spamming that shit, yo. Rakdos, where can we find you?
Twitter at Lord_Rakdos, RAKDOS. I'm just generally messing around. And you can find me on the HOTS most of the time. Sometimes I'll be in the Geeky Antics forums, just looking around. That's about it.
Word. And contributing to our storytelling section. Don't forget that. Yeah. Maiden.
Oh gosh. So my Twitter is at Jolene_Lacey66. You can see me at twitch.tv Maiden Charlotte Wolf. And I do have a Facebook page called Shown to Wolf, which is my league page. And I'll rarely pop up in the HorsePLAY and everything website sometimes. And I'm here at random streams. So, yeah.
Legit. And finally, Morg, where can we find you?
I can be found at twitch.tv/Morgana Freya. I'm Morgana Freya at Twitter, at Facebook. It's on Steam. I'm Morgana Freya everywhere.
Awesome. And Morgana's one of the few people that's not only registered on the website, but she's a member of our forums groups and a contributor to the site. She's part of our stream team and our podcast team. Yay!